Good morning. I've been telling, but we have lots of props needed, a belt, and if you have a bolster, that would be great. Or you can roll two blankets together and make kind of a fat bolster. These wool blankets work really nice for it. So, beautiful day. Here we are. So I've kind of been working through my book, If Life is a Game, These Are the Rules. And mushed a whole bunch of the ones together last week about lessons and how life gives us lessons and they're repeated until we learn them and they're never ending and we don't know everything, so we always have lessons. So just how important it is to embrace the fact that you're a forever learner, and it makes life more fun, right? When you're constantly questioning and learning and figuring things out. So now this last one, or this next one, is one of my favorite ones, and it's just about being present. The rules states there is no better than here. So many people believe that they will be happy once they arrive at some specific goal they've set for themselves. For some, the goal may be amassing $1 million. For others, losing annoying 10 plus pounds. And for others, it's finding a soulmate. Whatever your there is, you may be convinced that once you arrive, you will finally find the peace that you have always dreamed of. You will finally become fulfilled, happy, generous, loving, and content. However, more often than not, once you arrive there, you will still feel dissatisfied and move your their vision to yet another point in the future. By continuously engaging the cycle of longing, you never actually allow yourself to be in the present. You end up living your life at some point just off in the future. You only have one moment, the one right here, right now. If you skip over here in your rush to get there, you deny yourself the full range of feelings and sensations that can only be experienced in the present moment. So, as you think on that, please close your eyes and be here with your breath, with your physical body, with your emotional state this morning. Please bring hands to heart center. When we're here in the now, in the present, we do notice the beauty and the grace. Our life just seems much more joyful if we can stay present. Please lower your hands, your eyes. And I just heard from Laura, she's has an internet outage, so She's not on that. Let's transition to our backs. Just gonna warm me up a little bit. So take a moment to just stretch. Oh, all that gardening. We're gonna have to work out some kinks, right? And then bending your knees, lifting your shins to tabletop, flex your feet. And I just want you to notice there's a little space under your low back, enough room for like a grape. And I want you to think, I don't want to squish the grape for this abdominal bracing. I just want to kind of like a girdle, pull everything up and lengthen through the top of my head. And then bring your hands on your thighs and press away and up and try not to squish that grape. I think it's a purple grape. Might stain your clothes if you did. And then just breathe through that. You don't have to work so hard. Just think lengthening, protecting that grape. Feels like a girdle pulling up. Good, now relax. Hug your knees in. And as you do, notice how your low back presses down. Then I'm going to have you bring your legs back to tabletop, flex your feet, and then just bring your fingertips behind your head. And I want you to think I'm going to squish the grape this time. So you're not going to pull on your head, but you're going to lift your head and shoulders and press your belly button towards your spine and squish that grape. And maybe reach your hands. Squish that grape, squish that grape, squish that grape. You're feeling different muscles in this configuration, and then relax down. And just to kind of emphasize that point, I should have had you grab your belt. I want you to bring the belt right under the small of your back and have the long end kind of on your left side. And you're going to lay on it right where that grape would be and let go with one hand and just hold the belt with the other hand. So I'm holding it with my left hand. And then you're going to bring your shins up to tabletop, flex the feet, and then you can bring your right hand behind your head if you want. Lift your head and shoulders, squish that grape down, and then see how strong you are by pulling that belt and see if it slides. So pull it out to the side. So not straight up. Can you squish it down? And not let it pull. Good. That's the kind of work I want you to be doing there, okay? Hold your knees, just kind of move the knees side to side. So now let's try it once again. You can check your belt every now and then if you want, but you're going to bring your hands behind your head, legs to tabletop, flex the feet, lift the head and shoulders, squish that grape, and then just tap one foot down, bring it back up, tap the other foot down, bring it back up. Keep going, squish the grape. You can check your progress. Are you still squishing? Pull it, see if you are. Try to breathe. Two more each side. Really squish the grape. And relax down. Hug your knees in. Bring your feet to the mat, soles of the feet together. Let your knees open wide. And now you feel that space come back in your low back. And then bring your knees up, feet parallel. And this is going to be super subtle. I just want you to do cat and cow here. So when you're going to cow, just press your sacrum down. Think, I'm going to make that space bigger. And then go to cat. And you'll feel the low back press down. If you need to lift your head, you can. And just do that a couple times. Subtle cat cow, but when you're working those abs, you can really make some space there or take it away. Good. And then pause with a flat or a neutral back again. You're going to bring your hands behind your head again. Just touch it. You're not pulling on your head. Bring your feet up, tabletop. Lift head and shoulders, squish the grape, and then just opposite elbow to knee. You can extend the other leg if you want. And just go slow. Keep thinking, press the grape down, squish it, making wine this morning. 2 more each side. And relax down. Do you feel anything? Good. Bring your feet a little wider. Just do some windshield wipers. Getting any kinks out. Good. And then grab your shins and roll on up to seated and come all the way up to standing. And we're just going to warm our shoulders up a little bit. Yeah, you can set your belt off to the side for now. And you're just going to bring your hands forward. And then I'm going to have you think, I'm just going to bend the elbows, keep the rib cage back, bend the elbows and squeeze the shoulder blades on the back. And then stretch it out. Think I'm rounding the upper back. And then bend the elbows, squeeze right between the shoulder blades, like you could hold a pencil in there. Extend out, really round. You can tuck your chin over. That's good. And then again, squeeze. Last time. And squeeze. Good. Now bring your fingertips together, really round. And then as you straighten up, bring the fingertips behind you. Maybe they reach towards each other. And then do that again. So fingertips together. Bring the arms back. Really open your chest. One more time. Good. And then stretch your arms up. Grab your right wrist with your left hand and arc to your left. And then come on up and switch. Might feel a little tighter than normal just because of what we were doing on the floor. So just for good measure, let's do that one more time. Switch. And coming on up. Switch again. Good. And stretch up. Release your arms. I'm going to have you grab your blocks and just put one in front of the other the long ways like that. And then stand to the right of your blocks. And then just place your left foot on right in the middle. So your feet are hip distance apart. And it's just going to be like going upstairs. So you're going to press down, lift the right foot, and then touch down. You don't have to shift the weight, just go back up. So you're just bending the knee. This is a quad workout. I'm not shifting my weight to that right foot. I'm just lifting and lowering unless you fall like I just did. And then I just want you to go slow and really think of working the quad, all those muscles that support the knee. I want you to do a total of 10. For me, I think I've got 2 more. I don't know. I haven't been counting very well. Good. And then switch. Just think I'm going to go slow and really focus on those muscles as I lift and lower. One side feels maybe easier or harder than the other. I always have to bring my hands out to the side, but see, maybe you can just bring your hands on your shoulders and balance. One more for me. I don't know about you. Feel that strength and step off. Isn't that weird? It's harder than you think. And come on back to the front of your mat now. Actually bring your blocks by your feet. Why not? We've got them. And then stand up tall. I'm going to move mine so you can see. Actually, we're going to come to Utkatasana, but I want you to, so bring your feet hip distance apart. And then just very slightly think, I'm going to turn my heels out so that you're outer spiraling just a little bit. Now, if this hurts your knees, don't do it. And then you're going to sit back and don't go so deep. I want you to think rib cage back. Bring one hand on your belly, one hand on your low back. So belly draws up like you're going to squish the grape. You just engage a little bit more in your core. A little harder. See if you can maintain that. Bring hands to heart center. Maintain that, maybe stretch your arms up. At Utkatasana. Keep breathing, think low belly up. Working the quads again. Maybe you'll feel it in your glutes as well. Your sits bones should be approximately behind your heels, but really working down and back. Good, and then stand up. Woo. Okay, now bring your feet a little wider, turn the toes out, kind of sumo wrestler style. And again, sit back. I want you to think sits bones back, low belly up, hands to heart center. Just check Kneecaps and toes point the same direction. Work the glutes. Think low belly up. Squish the grape in the back. Breathe. I'm going to make you hold your poses a little longer today. So if you need a break, you just take it. Because I want 3 more breaths here. Last breath. And on your exhale, stand up. Ooh, good. Now bring your feet all the way together. And actually, your big toes are together. Your heels are slightly apart. See if you can find the balance here in Tadasana. And one more at Katasana. So think, I'm going to bend, hand to the belly and the back if you need it. You can even squeeze your legs together a little bit if that helps, but think sits bones back and apart, low belly up, hands to heart center, rib cage back. Keep that, extend the arms. You can bend, keep the elbows bent if that's not working for you. If you lose it a little bit. 3 more breaths. And stand up. Ooh, good job. Now come forward. If you're back, I was giving you the view, right? Take a moment just to stand, close your eyes, be present. So a lot of times we aren't present in poses, especially if we hold them for longer, our mind starts to wander, or maybe we focus in on one aspect of the pose. So the longer you hold it, the more you might be able to be more present and think, oh, never felt that before. And notice things, see what works best for you. So let's try it in Uttanasana. So stretch your arms up and fold forward. Now maybe you need to bend your knees a little bit. Maybe you need to keep your hands higher on the blocks. Feel free to move them wherever you need to. But stay present. You can walk the hands to the left and to the right. And then bring your hands on the block. Step your left foot back to a deep lunge. And being present, you're just noticing your alignment. Maybe you lift and lower the heel. See if maybe you can shift the weight more to your feet. And then bring your hands to your front thigh and lift up to crescent warrior. Hips stay square to the front. Shoulders are square. Think low belly up. Maybe stretch your arms. I like to think on every inhale, I'm drawing to the midline. And every exhale, maybe I shine out a little more. I notice my alignment. Two more breaths. And And on the exhale, touch down. Good. Go ahead and lower the back knee. Stretch the toes long on that foot. It'll feel good. Bring your hands to your front thigh again. Hugging to the midline. Stretch up. Anjane Asana. Just noticing, being present. What feels good? What could use a little more strength? What could use a little more softening? One more breath. And touch down. Good. Lift the back knee. Step back. Downward dog. Walk your dog out. Be present here. Extend the left leg. Just pause there. Feel the sensations. Notice. And then step that foot through. Deep lunge. Take your time checking your alignment. Heel, knee, sits bone align. Hips stay square to the front as you come upright. Maybe stretch up. Crescent warrior. Low belly draws up. Rib cage stays back. Staying with your breath. Two more breaths. Touch the blocks. Lower the back knee. Stretch those toes long if you can stay engaged. Hands to the front thigh. Stretch up Anjane Asana. Every inhale, think hug to the midline, muscle energy. Every exhale, extend out a little more. Think I'm shining out. Two more breaths. And on the exhale, touch down. Lift the back knee. Step back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and take a child's pose. Even here, can you stay present? Again, I'm not doing much. I can let my mind wander, but I want you to stay present. What are the sensations here? What can you learn about your breath? And making your way back, downward facing dog. Extend your right leg and just stay there, just exploring, staying present, noticing alignment, noticing breath. And then step that right foot through, deep lunge, and step forward, forward fold. And slowly roll up. Bring your blocks with you, one vertebrae at a time. Good. And then come to the middle of your mat and turn sideways. And you can just set your block there in front of you. And inhale. Bring your arms up. Bend the elbows slightly. And just hold for a moment. Close your eyes. Drawing the low belly up. I'm engaging. So I can hold my arms there. I'm not getting tense in my neck. Shoulder blades are kind of neutral in this position. But boy, do your arms get heavy, right? 2 more breaths. Good. On your next inhale, open your eyes, stretch your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to the blocks. And try not to get too deep here. I just want you to keep kind of a flat back. But think I'm going to draw my low belly up. Feel the hamstrings and the glutes work. Now try to maintain that as you fold forward deeper. Good. Come on back up to that pranam area. Do you still have the glutes working? We always go the opposite way. I'm going to have you go out this time. So heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Walk your feet out to a comfortable wide leg position, but it should be pretty wide. And then just notice there, be present. What are my tendencies here? Can you get the sits bones kind of back by the heels? Keep the low belly drawing up so you feel really good in the pranam. And then keep that fold forward. Prasarita Tadasana. Gaze over at your arches. Are you using them? Are all 4 corners of your feet engaged? And then come on back up to a pranam. What do you notice? And then heel, toe, heel, toe. Walk your feet back together, forward fold. Walk your blocks back to the front of your mat and take a downward facing dog. And just for a moment, set your blocks to the side. The down dog without the blocks. Since it's really nice to Notice your hands, back of your neck. Take 5 more breaths here. On your next inhale, come forward to plank. Go with your own breath. We worked on that really good shoulder position, strong shoulder girdle, long back of neck last week. Hold this. See if you can hold it for 5 breaths. You know when you need to come down, you do. On your next exhale, lower your knees, sit back to a child's pose. Stay present. And then slide forward onto your belly. Hands by your chest. And in your own time, lift to cobra. And just hold for a few breaths. You learn so much more when you hold things where you're not feeling connected, where you are, what sensations, what muscles you're working. And lower down. Push back to all fours. And just do a couple cow and cat. And I want full range of motion here. And then pause, find the blocks under your hands again, and come on up to downward facing dog. Bend your right leg and step it through to deep lunge. Now this time you're going to ground the back foot down and take your time coming up to warrior two. And just be totally present here. Have weight in all parts of both feet, your knees tracking straight. Feels like your right hip draws underneath. Two more breaths. On your next inhale, reverse warrior. And just go to a place that feels sustainable. I'm going to have you hold it for a couple breaths. One more breath. And on the exhale, come back to warrior two. Now straighten the front leg. And fold into triangle pose. Your block should be there if you want to go to the block. It's a good place to start. And think, oh, inhale, I'm hugging to the midline. Exhale, I'm shining out. And just hold. See how you're feeling. One more breath. And bend into the front knee, touch the block. Step back, downward facing dog. Bend the left leg. Step it through, deep lunge. Ground the back foot down so it's parallel to the back of the mat. Take your time coming up. Warrior two, just noticing your alignment. Add in the arms when you're ready. Being so present with the pose. Two more breaths. Next, inhale, reverse it. One more breath. Exhale back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. And just be so present as you transition to triangle pose. What can you learn here? Don't go there. Stay here. Sometimes we anticipate, what's she gonna do next? Just stay right here. Enjoy it. Learn from it. One more breath. Bend into the front knee. Touch the blocks. Turn the back heel up. And this time, step forward, forward fold. Bring your blocks forward. Widen your toes. Make your way to a deep squat. And just be present with your alignment here. Is everything? I have weight in all parts of my feet. If your heels are lifted, it's still okay. You can still feel like you're using the heel in the pose. Your big toes grounded, your little toes grounded. Your shins start to talk to you. You can use your blocks if that works. 3 more breaths. Good. Bring your hands behind you. Kind of scooch back a little bit on your mat so you can stretch your legs out long. And come to Dandasana. So you might have to inner spiral a little bit. Just notice. You can sit on a blanket. Press your heels down. Sit up really tall. You can support yourself with your hands if you have a tendency to round because you can't, your hamstrings don't like that, then just bring your hands back and think, I'm just going to work on lengthening. But if this feels super easy and you want more stretch, you can walk your hands forward. Think low belly draws up I'm just bending at the hip creases, holding to Paschimottanasana. And then come on back up. Wanted to try this just because I saw it and I wanted to see how it worked for us. So bring your arms forward and then bring your left arm back. Good. And bring that hand to the floor behind you. And then twist your feet to the left and come up to side plank. Yeah. Good. And then transition back down. Shift your hips. Come back forward. And we'll twist the other way. So twist, hand down, and then turn your feet to the right. Side plank. I'm not making you hold this. We're just getting a few of the kinks out. Good. And come on back down. And go ahead and transition to your backs. Bring your left ankle over your right thigh. And if you feel like you want to go deeper, just interlace behind the thigh or in front of the shin, depending on your flexibility. And then release and switch. Take your time being ever present with the pose, with how your body reacts to it. And then release. Find your belt again. Bring it right on your right foot in the middle. Hold it with your right hand. See how my arm's full length. You know, it might be different. I want you to extend the left leg and then think, can I maintain not squishing that grape? Just a long spine, left arm out to the side. Think that as you slowly let your right leg come off to the right side, don't squish the grape. So you may not open as far as you normally do. You're just keeping everything aligned, not squishing the grape. Good. Bring it back up. And then just bring it across again. You're not going to squish the grape. You're just going to stretch your IT band. So you won't bring it that far across. You're just not squishing the grape. Keep that curve in the low back. You'll feel kind of an achiness there. Should feel good though. A good ache, right? Hurt so good kind of thing. Good. Bring the foot back to center and we'll switch. Just a different way to experience that pose, but it feels safe. So if the right leg can extend and you can keep that curve in your low back, do that. Otherwise, you can keep it bent. Bring your right arm out to the side. Don't squish the grape as you slowly open your leg to the left. To use not only your inner thigh, but your glutes to keep that. Really pressing the right leg down. But bring it back up. Maybe you went further with the other side, maybe not as far or less. Keep, think, no squish scrape as you bring the foot across to the right side. Your left hip does not lift. You're just feeling that IT band stretch, maintaining that little curve in your low back, really thinking about it, lengthening. Good. Come on back to center. Release the belt and come on up to seated. I'm just going to have you get into um, Supta Baddha Konasana, but with your props. So you're going to bring your one block high and then bring your bolster on top like so. And then you're just going to sit right in front of the bolster, not on it. And it's optional whether you do the belt. So let me show you the belt. You're going to make a loop now. So you put it through to, and did I give you the crappy one? Okay, I think I did. So I like this, but you may not. So you're going to have the buckle kind of on the side, bend your feet in, and you might have to loosen the buckle to start. And you just put it around, turn this way so you can see your feet like so. You don't want the buckle on your feet. And then lay down on your bolster. You might need your blanket under your head, like so. Let your knees open wide. And then you decide, do I want my buckle a little tighter? You can pull it. Let your shoulders just kind of drip off the sides. And come see if you guys are okay. You guys decide. If you don't like the belt, I think it feels really good. But if you don't like it, don't use it. Some people don't. And the other thing you can do is put blocks under the outside of your thighs. Ah, you're liking it, aren't you? I know, it feels really awesome. Do you like it, Jeanette? Okay, good. You comfy? Okay. And then the trick here is to stay present, right? I'm going to leave you in this position for about 5 minutes, and then you can choose whether you want to take Shavasana in the same position or transition to regular Shavasana, or you can just stretch your legs out long because sometimes your legs feel good in this position, and then once you've had it for a while, you're like, no, that's enough of that. Try and relax your hands. Restoratives are the best when you can just relax into the props. You're in good alignment. They can be just as we've been holding poses a long time and using a lot of muscle energy. But when you have the right props and you're in the right position, just as therapeutic without using muscle energy. Ozzy, no. If you're feeling comfortable and you want to stay in this position for Shavasana, feel free. Or if you want to transition just by stretching your legs out, you can, or you can come off all your props if that's better for you. Just give your body what it's asking for. No, Ozzy. No, no. As you continue to relax, I just wanted to share a reading from Marianne Williamson on the miracle of the present. It's nothing more than a mental habit to idealize another time, another condition, another reality, It is simply a way to avoid the reality of our lives right now. And in avoiding the reality of our present circumstances, we avoid the miracles they offer. Everyone does it because that's the way the ego mind works. But we can stare down this self-defeating habit and cultivate a truer perspective that wherever we are is the perfect place, and whatever time it is now is the perfect time. That doesn't mean we can't or shouldn't improve things, particularly ourselves. But indulging the thought that if only we were somewhere else, things would be better is a surefire way to experience pain. Being present with your breath, make your way back to this room, back to your physical body, feeling it, moving it in small ways when you're ready. Take your time, but transition up to seated. And please bring hands to heart center when you're ready. Oh gosh, never a dull moment. I sure appreciate each of you. Namaste. Namaste, namaste. Have a fabulous day, you guys. Thanks for